Twitch is, in my opinion, the worst social media platform for gaining an audience. The worst. Because you have to think about how the site is organized. The only way to get bigger on Twitch is to be on the front page directory. That's it. That's why after that fucking first 100 followers, it rolls. Or the first 100 concurrent viewers, after you get that 100 concurrent viewers, you roll. But getting to that first 100 is like pushing a fucking boulder up a mountain, because you have to be seen on the front page directory. There's no way for people to go watch your stream otherwise. There's no discoverability at all. There's no recommendation. There's no categories, really. It's fucking brutal. What's the best social then? TikTok. By leaps and bounds, it's TikTok. The reason it's TikTok, there are multiple reasons. I've had this talk with you before, but I'll shorten it. The first reason is length of content. In order to make content for this platform, streams at 3 hours are considered the kiddie pool, right? That's the low end. So commitment to TikTok is like, what, 15 seconds? You gotta spend 15 seconds on a video. Second thing is, because of that length of content, that algorithm that they've created can sort content much easier. It is much easier to file 15-second pieces of content than it is 3-hour pieces of content. It's really hard to divine the crux of a Twitch stream without watching the entire thing. Whereas TikTok, it's very clear what the content is. TikTok now allows 10-minute videos. Wow! No one makes them or watches them. It has to do with how the content is sorted, discoverability, length of viewership, all of that kind of stuff. Someone said, how does growing on TikTok help me grow on Twitch? Well, I got to be honest with you. It's a very roundabout way. Twitch is a collaborative media. Like, everybody remembers fucking Mizkiff getting really excited about that TikTok girl. He's like, wow, you can help me on TikTok. I can help you on Twitch. And Twitch is all about who you know. You just got to get to that front directory. If you can motivate your TikTok viewership or leverage it into getting you that base seed viewership, you will do better on Twitch than the person going in raw with great content who streams all day. That's the scariest thing to me, is when I say like undiscovered content, you know, Castlehead, blah, 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 all these people. For every one of those that I list, there's probably like 10,000 guys or girls or babies making fucking incredible content to like 2 viewers on this platform somewhere. Like, people putting their soul into it, making like incredible, brilliant content that the world will never see. And that's kind of the nature of streaming, right? It's beautiful and tragic in that you're just one person with a webcam, and half the battle is being seen. You know what I mean? Like, granted, I sucked at streaming when I first started, but there was a lot of time that I was making stuff I was really proud of that no one was watching. And it wasn't till I started gaming the system that people discovered me. Gaming the system? Oh yeah. I gamed the system big time. Bro, I was pushing to get on LSF. I figured out how to get on LSF, and I started making content to get on LSF in a big way. I knew that if I just did insane shit, I would get on LSF. Here's that clip of me dancing as Wolverine. Dude, this is my old apartment. Holy shit, man. I streamed here. I slept here. And when COVID hit, I worked out in this room too. I lived in this fucking box. This is the first clip of mine that made it to LSF. I had Jiraiya on screen all the time.
Hi, Will. You're a sick human. Much love to
183 subs? No. That's 183 viewers. I maybe had 20 subs. Maybe. absolutely cracked my neck, like destroyed my spine. Couldn't go to the gym for a week. Like, you can see me stop because I realize I've absolutely fucked my neck, and then I just keep going.
Dobre backflip one time.
Remember the Dobre chapter of Hassan's life when he would watch the Dobre brothers? Do you guys remember that shit? So that was me trying to do a Dobre bros backflip. Because, you know, out of the 183 of these viewers, 182 of them were Hassan fans.
Backflip one time.
Crack my neck in half. Hell yeah, bro. I'm proud of this kid. I am proud of this kid, dude. I remember calling my mom at this period of time when I made like, I think I made like $180 in a month. And I was so juiced, dude. I was so fucking juiced, bro. And I remember, like, my mom had been very supportive in my life. Very supportive. And she was like, she had heard I made $180 that month. She was like, I think you should come home. That was a crazy moment, man. That was a crazy moment in my life. Because it was like when my mom finally gave up on me. Like, she actually thought I was crazy. That was a crazy feeling. I almost quit streaming at that point. I remember that. Caroline talks to me about it often. That moment almost made me quit streaming. Because I was like, am I a fucking crazy person? Should I just give this up? Like, should I feel encouraged by it? I had just failed so many times at that point, and I was like, damn, I think I could do this. And my mom had been so supportive, and to hear her be like, yeah, I remember she was talking to her friend Lori. She's like, Lori and I think you should come home.
Oh yeah.
And just hearing that, like, after, you know, I think I was like 28 at this point, 29. And just hearing from my mom, like, after like, you know, 7 years of support, she was like, I think you should like pack it up, come home, work at the Pinehurst Lodge or country club. That's like when I was about to go keep bees. I've told you guys. Will Neff opens up about his fears about how he'll be remembered. Oh my God, bro. I wish I had never done that. I wish I had never done this clip. My fucking God, bro. Dude, I wish I had never said this shit. Bro, this moment right here, bro, people, for the next like month, people came in and were like, fucking idiot. That's one of like my most regrettable moments, was opening up there. People weaponized that shit in a big way, bro. People were like, he's insecure about being Hassan's sidekick. Get him. I've made peace with that now. I could give a shit now. They came from my ass, bro. Dude, I look back at like my psyche, my mental during COVID. Jeez, dude, my brother had just died. No one gave me the benefit of the doubt. No one gave a shit. People use that against me too. Oh my God, that was so, dude. There are so this is funny to talk about because there are so many times as a streamer. I'm going to tell you right now, there's so many times as a streamer, you don't mention things because it immediately gives ammunition to people. So if someone is getting to you with something, you just fucking leave it. You just don't shine any light on it because they'll use it as ammo. My brother died at the height of COVID. The height of COVID. The absolute height of the mania, right? When people were still washing their groceries and you weren't advised to go out after like 8:00 p.m. And I was living in fucking West Hollywood where they built a barricade around jungle gyms so you couldn't work out. So my brother died at the height of COVID. And I couldn't go home. My dad was 89 years old at the time, so I couldn't go home. We couldn't do a funeral because we couldn't fly anywhere. So my brother died, and I didn't know what to do. I was crazy. I was lonely, And I went live to talk about my brother because I didn't know what else to do. And at the time, you know, I only had a viewership of like maybe 500 people. So I went live just to talk about like my brother and to like to do something, just to not sit in my small room and like fester on my brother's death. Bro, oh my God, to this day, there are people that think that I was trying to like drum up sympathy or like get famous or like create like a viral moment by talking about my brother's death. There are to this day, there are people that I will see in comment threads being like, oh, isn't this the guy who went live right after his brother died? And they have no context. They totally forget that like I literally couldn't leave my house. It was like week 5 of COVID or something. And bro, to this day, and that is one of those things that like for a while hurt me the most. Those comments hurt me more than anything, and I never said anything about it because I knew they would just use it as ammunition. I knew they would just load up on shells and they would come in even more. Bro, that was tough. I'm fine with it now because it's just like I was COVID crazy. But yo, the other thing was during COVID, bro, I told people that I was manic depressive. And dude, there was this one guy who used to come in every stream when I had like 300 viewers and try and get me to kill myself. I'll never forget that, bro. I'll never forget this guy who got banned over and over and over again. And he would always come in and be like, you're manic, Will. You're slipping. Your happiness is fake. Like just saying insane shit. And I was like, oh my God, it's this fucking guy again. And he would come in like 2 or 3 times a stream and try and get me to kill myself. I was like, damn, this is streaming, bro. That's when I knew I had made it, though. That's how I chalked that up. I was like, this I must really be doing well. This guy's working hard to get me to kill myself. I must really be thriving for him to want me to kill myself this bad. Yeah, man, that was like, dude, that was my first education on how weird streaming was. That's like when it became real to me. I was like, yo, that and some random asking my girl on Instagram for Pokimane feet pics because she went because she was at the same place as Pokimane one time. And there was like 4 people who were like, yo, you got some feet pics? And my girlfriend was like, what is this, bro? If there's one thing I've done better than any other streamer, it's being honest with you guys. I've really prided myself in my honesty with my community and as like a forward-facing person. It's one thing that obviously I'm glad that I can share those moments with you because it hasn't always been great. Obviously, when you're open about who you are, people are going to weaponize those things. And they did, for sure. Big time. But at the same time, I feel like it's been helpful. And, you know, I'm just so goddamn grateful, man. I'm just so goddamn grateful I get to do this for a living. And my lifestyle is completely different than living in a box and fucking breaking my spine for content. Not that I don't still do that. You know, Minx shattered my hand last week, but you know,